folks. Today for Unit 8, Lesson 9, Math Unmasked, we introduced a new term for center. So we're talking about the mean, which is also called the average. So we use both these words to mean the same thing. Mean is a measure of center. It's one way we can define the middle of a data set. We can think of mean as a balance point or a fair share of the data. We find it by adding all of the values and then dividing by the total number of values. So I'm gonna use my three kids. I have Sam, Ben, and Violet. So let's say I give each Sam, Ben, and Violet 4 cookies. So they each get 4 cookies, right? So I take all 3 values, 4 plus 4 plus 4, and then I divide it by the number of values I did. So that was 3 numbers I added up. I divide it by 3. Right? So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4. That might make sense because they all got 4 cookies. But another way that I can do this is, let's say I give Sam 6 cookies and Ben doesn't get any cookies at all, and Violet gets 6 cookies, right? So now if I do that same thing, if I say Sam got 6, Ben got 0, Violet got 6, and I divide it by 3, my average is still 4. My mean is still 4. On average, I gave each of my kids 4. I didn't give them equal shares this time, but if I recombined everything and then split it up equally, they would still get 4 cookies apiece. Now, that's not really very comforting to Ben, so I could do that. Let's look at this another way. Let's say that I give Sam 8 cookies and I give Ben 2 cookies, right? How many cookies would I have to give Violet to keep that average of 4? Well, I still have 3 data sets. This one is now 8. This piece of data is 8. This piece of data is 2. This is still going to have to add up to 12, so that when I divide it by 3, they each get 4 equally. So Violet would have to get 2 this time to keep that average at 4. Now, I don't have to have just 3 data points, right? I could average out perhaps the number of cups of coffee I drink. So let's say on Monday I have 3 cups, and on Tuesday I have 2 cups, and on Wednesday I have 4 cups. It was a long day that Wednesday. On Thursday I have 2, and let's say Friday I'm going to be really risky and I have 1, right? So I add these up. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 1 is 12. So I have a total of 12. I am dividing it by my 5 values. We could say on average, or my mean consumption of coffee is 2 2/5, right? Or if I wrote that as a decimal, it would be 2.4 cups of coffee a day. I didn't equally split my coffee up throughout the week, but if I had, that's how much I would have every day. So that is what we mean by mean. So on your homework tonight, you're being given a list of data. You have to calculate the mean. So add all those values and then divide by the total number of values, the total number of numbers you added up. And for the second one, they are giving you 3 numbers. They want you to find the 4th so that you meet the mean that they've already calculated. Good luck.